Mir wurde klar, dass die Stadt ein Teil von mir ist, dass ich sie im Blut habe.
Was machst du jetzt?
Was nötig ist.
Do you remember a moment where you actually sort of needed a hero like Daredevil?
You know, I think the point of one of the reasons, you know, they started writing comics and they started the invention of superheroes came along, I think, is because it's really to inspire people. I hope it's to inspire people to recognize a hero inside of themselves.
You know, more than hoping that a hero will come save you, growing up, you always imagine you'll get bit by that radioactive spider, or, you know, irradiated by gamma rays, and that there's something special about you. Yeah, me too. That's really, you know, growing up. I remember many times, you know, you wish you could fly or be invulnerable or be invisible.
While shooting the first season, do you remember the most crazy stuff that happened on set? Maybe something very embarrassing?
Nothing really, I mean, nothing that I can think of embarrassing. But I tell you what, though, the crazy stuff was watching. My favorite days was watching Chris Brewster, my stunt double. You know, I did a lot of the stunts myself.
He has a double?
Yeah. I did a lot of the stunts myself, as many as I could. You know, I really enjoyed getting involved in the action sequences and in this show. You know, a lot of it's just kind of, you know, hand-to-hand combat. So I was able to do a lot of that stuff. But my stunt double, Chris Brewster, is capable of doing some extraordinary martial arts and gymnastics, and it was pretty wild watching him kind of pull off these triple flip kick, double backflip moves, whatever they're called.
Do you sometimes pretend when your friends watch the show that was actually me?
Yeah, no, I think my friends would know it's not me. Yeah.
I'm actually a huge fan of video games. A lot of superheroes, you know, they get a TV show or a movie, and after that, a video game. Mm-hmm. So if you could design a video game with the producers of the game, what kind of game would you do for Daredevil?
You know, I think Daredevil really lent itself to that kind of Batman Arkham Asylum kind of game, where a combination of action and detective work. But yeah, I hope that there's a Daredevil game down the line, and I hope there's Daredevil merchandise. I mean, I've been saying on Twitter, I always yell out to Hot Toys, please make a Daredevil action figure.
I want to play a little either-or game with you. It's actually really short. Not be able to talk for a day or to see for a day.
Not be able to talk for a day.
Not to be able to talk for a day. Yeah, I think I would get around easier, and I'm sure people would like to not hear me talk for at least one day.
Daredevil making out with Batman or Superman?
Making out with them?
Yeah.
I can't answer that question. Marvel will kill me if I answer that question.
Unfortunately, you won't be on season 2.
No.
Is there anything that you gave your colleagues, like maybe do it that way, do it that way? That was what I would have done if I would be on the show for another season.
Not at all. Thankfully, Doug Petrie, who I worked with on Buffy, and he was my right-hand man when I was developing the Band of Brothers meets Halo show Incursion for Stars. He's taking over along with Marco Ramirez, who was also on the first season of Daredevil. So they know the show, they know the tone. I'm staying out of, I want them to do what they want to do. I had some early conversations with Doug about some broad stroke ideas, but very much I told him, look, here's a couple of ideas, take them, leave them, do what you will. I've heard a little bit about what they're planning, and as a fan, I'm very excited to see the next season. And I'm sure at some point they'll hand the show off to somebody else and move on. It's kind of like in the comics, you know, a writer will come on for 12 issues, 24 issues, and then move on.
Thank you very much. It was very
My
nice
pleasure.
meeting
Thank you.
Enjoy your time in Berlin.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Nice talking to you.
Thank you. It was nice to meet you.